And what we're trying to say, man, is that God's school is the best place to learn from. No matter how fast the times are going, stay walking with God. While everybody's running after the things of the world, he says, narrow is the way, and narrow is the gate, narrow is the way that leads to life, and few will be on it. But wide is the gate, wide is the way that leads to destruction, and many will be on there. Just because everybody's running fast, check what way they're on.
Right.
Check what highway they're on. Because I'd rather be on the path of the few than to be on the path of the many.
All right. We're going to go ahead and go to the third point, talking about why a woman should never pursue a man. It cheapens your value. And we've spoken to it, in some of the previous points. But again, a man of God is going to be looking to pursue a woman. All right. If you're coming after a man, a lot of times in our minds as men, to be honest, if a woman comes after us, we're thinking, okay, she's, most guys are going to think she's trying to give it up. Like she wants me. And we're going to think that she probably does this to a lot of other guys. So it cheapens your value. It's, you're not really seen off the gate. You're not seen as like a precious commodity, anymore. Like something that's rare doesn't come to you. You have to go get it. Right. You talk about like a Ferrari, you talk about, a Jaguar, like those cars are not easy to come by. They're not, you don't see no commercials for those. They're not coming to get your services. They're not advertising themselves to get you. They know what their worth is. You're going to come to them if you meet the qualifications, right? So it's the same thing. Like you are that precious commodity. You are that Ferrari. You are that rare exotic car. You're not putting, a Black Friday advertisements out in the newspaper. Like, no, you're not coming to try to get somebody. They're coming to you, and they better come correct. When you come to them dealerships, don't come on no mess. It just to test drive them, they're going to need to see your credit report and all your information just to test drive. So that's where you want to be. You want to be the Bible laid it out. He that findeth a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. If you have done what you need to do, if you have done the self-development, if you have made yourself an asset, a good thing, then all you got to do is wait for God to bring the right person. And when somebody does come along, you check their qualifications. They better come correct. Cause ain't no test driving around here. You know what I mean? We can go on a date, but they need to buy they need to buy the car. They need to buy the car. So it cheapens your value. You don't want to pursue a man. Wait for God, trust God. Do self-development, make yourself a valuable asset, and then you just wait. That's all you do. I'm going to keep using the analogy. They make those, they use the best materials to make those cars. All right. They do the research. They have the top level technology. They have the best engineers come in to make those cars. And then once they do that, they know that all they have to do is sit back and wait. People will come in the door to buy those cars. And that's the same thing. You do the self-development, you study Proverbs 31, you become the woman of virtue that you're destined, that you're called to be. You walk in your purpose, and all you have to do is sit back and wait. And the right one will come along. That's all I got.
When a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing and obtaineth favor from the Lord. My question to you, ladies, is what's your favor? Mm-hmm. Not what's your flavor. Mm-hmm. What's your favor? Everybody wants to be flashy. Everybody wants to be desired, but nobody wants to add favor. The key thing in that is from the Lord. From the Lord. See, when BD was given the analogy about the the Bentleys and the Rolls Royces and the Ferraris versus the Hondas and the Black Friday specials. The beautiful thing about you, ladies, is that most vehicles are pre-ordered. They never reach the dealership. They're custom made.
Right.
They're not even in the dealership. God places the order and says, I know what he needs. So God put Adam to sleep and pulled the rib out of Adam. So you got to understand, who are you being pulled from? Because the one God's pulling you from is the materials needed for you to be a helpmate. So if you're not allowing yourself to be made by him, you won't be the right rib that fits that man. So you got to understand that you are custom made, like the Royce. I was watching a Rolls Royce documentary a few weeks back, BD. And they were talking about how many custom made options they have. They had 1,000+ color options. One lady got a color customized from some antique thing from her grandmother.
Wow.
So that her car can match the same color of a color that couldn't even be found. But they had to bring the antique thing in the house, and they found a way to match the color.
Wow.
One guy wanted his light show on the roof of his Rolls Royce to match the what's some things up in the sky, stars? This what's some things called?
Constellations?
Whatever those constellations. So basically God says, I've already know what my son needs.
Right.
So that's why, ladies, you got to leave these men alone, because a lot of you ladies are pursuing restless men.
Right.
The first thing, before Adam even had a woman, he finished his assignment. Secondly, he was put to rest. A man who's not rested in God is restless. And then when he was at rest, because when a man gets to his rested state, he gets what he now knows exactly what he needs. When I was 21, I wasn't rested. So my woman that I have now didn't match the woman I wanted when I was 21, because I wasn't resting in Christ. When I got rested in Christ, that's when he made my wife. Oh, my God. So what we're trying to tell you, ladies, God don't need time. And I want people to understand, God is not working things out. Things are being released at the right time. God has already worked everything out. They're just on a time release. They're on a timer release.
Right.
And if you're on the right path and you walk with him, that thing will be released at its perfect time. Everything will be right in motion. That's why you have to understand that you are custom made. You are being customly made. Every experience is an imported piece. Oh my goodness. That's why you got to go through some experiences, because that will teach you how to be a wife. So you needed parts. You go into a man pursuing a man with 3 wheels and no engine. And you wonder why y'all ain't going nowhere. So what I'm saying is, you experience life a little bit more, so that you can so the pieces can be imported to you. Experiences can be imported. Leather imported from Italy. Oh yeah, my Royce, the steel was imported from Brazil. You know why it's taking you long to be made? Things are still being imported.
That's right.
Oh my goodness.
That's right.
In order to be of importance, things must be imported. Oh my God. I'm telling y'all right now. Some of this y'all ain't gonna catch until next month. But you have to understand why this cheapens your value. Because whoever or whatever you are positioned in will determine your value. There's a difference between positional value and perceived value. Your greatest position is you as a daughter of God. But if you position yourself in other ideologies and other concepts, right, then your perceived value will change. Right. So if you as a woman are positioned in God and you know who you are as a daughter, your perceived value increases. So when we say cheapen your value, it's not cheapening your positional value, it's cheapening your perceived value.
Right.
Because now that man is perceiving you as no value, no good, easy.
Yep.
And you know what happens when things are 2 for $2.22? Only thing that's left is the wrapper.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I done ate everything I ate it, and now I'm tossing the wrapper. And nobody's gonna take the wrapper and put it back together and put it on the wall to commemorate the honey bun they done smashed. You see what I'm saying? So what we have to understand, when you understand your positional value, your perceived value increases. It matches the level of your positional value. That's why the Bible says, think on things that are above, so that you can always be positioned above. The only thing that can come and get you are eagles. Do you want to marry a chicken, or do you want to marry an eagle? Oh my gosh. Then you got to get to the peaks. Eagles are high, chickens are low. So what we're trying to tell you is, you got to understand who you are as a daughter of God, because that positional. Thank you all so much for watching the Good Guys Podcast here on my YouTube channel. If you haven't already yet, make sure you subscribe to the Good Guys Podcast here. If you want to enjoy the rest of the content of this podcast, click this video over here. Make sure you hit the bell. Make sure you subscribe, leave a comment, a thumbs up. If you're watching this on Facebook, head over to YouTube right now. Type in the Good Guys Podcast. We'll love to see you over there. Subscribe, hit the bell, leave a comment, thumbs up. We'll see you over there soon.